Looks like we are going to start getting the players onto the field, all lined up and ready to go. Buckle yourselves in for the action. We are off. On the opening kickoff, Cool Bags and Ben come together. Disease will be the second one to that ball, trying to start something for the orange side. The Dodo Birds in blue, Prelude in orange. Prelude on the early attack here are going to get credited with the shot. Good save away by Ben. Cool Bags in the blue car is probably going to end up confusing me a couple of times, so I apologize if I call him blue side once or twice. But so far, early pressure from the Prelude has gone a little bit against my prediction. The Dodo Birds not really coming out swinging as hard as I thought they were going to be. On the counterattack, though, squeaked into the corner by the orange defense. And now You Are Mortal with the shot, and we've got our opening goal 34 seconds into the game, and the Dodo Birds go up 1-0.
Yeah, he was able to get up the wall, and Rita was going to come back down and beat the defender, too. Cool Bags wasn't able to get to it, nor was Disease, so he was able to slot that down. 4:26, 1-0.
1-0 here early in the game, and now Dodo Birds have that 1-0 lead in the series and a 1-0 lead here in what is technically game 1, but virtually game 2. Ben bringing it into the corner, looking for his teammate. You Are Mortal in the center. Cool Bags there with a good defensive play on the near post to send it away and start the counterattack. Ben does get the boost, but catches himself awkward on the near post rotation here. Disease puts it back across, but You Are Mortal is there. Puts the ball out of harm's way for now. Now Ben having to struggle off the backboard, trying to get the clear away. Not going to be able to get there in time. Cool Bags takes away the Dodo Birds lead and ties it up for the Prelude.
Yeah, Ben wasn't able to get up off the wall and get hold of that, and Cool Bags was able to get up and throw that down. You Are Mortal just wasn't able to catch it up. It was a nice, fast ball going toward the net. 1-1, 3:58 left.
Yeah, pretty even action so far in the first 60 seconds. We've got plenty more Rocket League left to play. Cool Bags doesn't want to take his time, though. Puts one in just 2 seconds after his last one. 2-1 for the Prelude. And now they are poised to tie the series if the scoreline holds. But like I said, 3 minutes and 54 seconds. That's a lot of Rocket League left to play.
Yeah, 2v2 is, I mean, you can be down by 2 or 3 goals and still make up a lot of time in 2.5, 3 minutes. So this is going to go a long way. It's a long way from over. Ben's going to get a nice push down into the corner over here. He's going to try to get up on the wall and bounce this toward the middle before You Are Mortal. Mortal's there. He's going to try to take a shot, and he scores. 2-2, 3:40 left.
What an absolute dime here from Ben. Takes his time, rotates around, gets that little extra boost, gets that ball on a downward trajectory. Cool Bag's a little too awkward to deal with it. You Are Mortal comes in, shoots it, sends it home. 2-2, 3:40 left to play. Moving into the second half of the second minute of this game. And it is a lot more even than I thought it was going to be. Based off of the records, I really thought that the Dodo Birds were going to come out swinging hard with an advantage. But Prelude is really showing that they have some fight in them.
Yeah, I didn't see the differences in the two divisions this year. You know how usually there's one a little stronger than the other. Maybe that was the case this year, and maybe what you're seeing here is two of the best teams in both divisions going at it, and one division was a little tougher than the other one. I mean, it could be. I don't know, Croc. What do you think?
I think that's definitely possible, right? You know, the Twos League is still new, kind of in its infancy, so things aren't as formatted and regulated as they are in the Threes League yet. So there are a lot of things that could have happened, but I think that you're probably right. You probably are seeing just two of the best teams that ended up playing together, with one division just being slightly harder than the other.
It all does determine on the schedules, you know, who you're playing and when you're playing. That was a nice shot toward the goal into the box. He's going to play this out, and Cool Bag's going to have to push this out to the corner as You Are Mortal's waiting. Then looks like he's going to get up on it. Cool Bags may beat him. This gets it down into the blue half, and he won't get another touch. You Are Mortal puts it up against the wall. Well, the demo coming in. Disease has got to kind of wait back here, and Cool Bag's going to see it coming. He's going to boom this down, and it's going to go off the back wall. Ben's got to make a touch here, and he doesn't. Cool Bag's out for the shot as a score. 2-3, 2:17 left, Croc.
Get your hats on the field, ladies and gentlemen. Cool Bags has secured the first hat trick of tonight's playoff series. 3 goals in under 2 minutes. 3 unanswered goals as well, as the Dodo Birds were up 2-0 and now are facing the deficit of a 3-2 game. Or I think that might actually be a lie. I think it was 1-0 and then 1-1. I can't remember. But either way, the Prelude team is here, proving that the number 2 next to their name for the regular season doesn't mean anything when it comes to the playoffs, and they will be fighting hard to take home this championship goal. He's trying to start an attack here. Going to be cut out by Immortal. Coolbags puts a hard shot on the net. Ben there to send it away. Still in a dangerous area, and Disease follows it up, puts himself on the board, 4-2 in favor of Prelude.
Yeah, unfortunately, they have a little bit more time. They could get a little bit more speed going toward the ball, and if they could get a little bit better ejection, or clearing that ball out a little bit. It takes just a little bit of speed to push that ball a little faster, and that's what they need to do right now because he left himself in a bad position in the box.
Yeah, unfortunately falls right back out into the center. Pretty easy putback for Disease. Still plenty of time here in a 2v2 game to get 2 goals and come back for the Dodo Birds. Cool Bags is going to start a counterattack here out of the corner. Keeps the ball close to his car. Decent dribbling play. Unfortunately gets over the ball, so You Are Mortal is going to win that 50 now. Takes it all the way back into the center now. Cool Bags is there. He kind of threw me off. I saw the blue car coming. Thought a shot was coming from Ben for a second. Ben does get a nice dribble out into the middle of the field. You Are Mortal's not going to be able to take a shot there as both orange defenders are smothering that play. The demo opens up the space, and Ben, the hero, the savior, comes in, saves the goal, keeps the scoreline 4-2, and we are down to the final 60 seconds.
And Ben's going to take this out of the right-hand corner. He's going to try to get a pop-off into the middle. Immortal is going to have to come back and make another touch. Cool Bags may make a 50 with him. He's going to get it against the wall, put it out toward the box. Ben gets bumped a little bit. Your Immortal gets bumped a little bit. Dees puts it off the right-hand side. It's back into the box. Ben is backwards here. He makes a nice 50 going the other way. He's got to take control in his own box. Nerves probably has a lot to do with this too. Both these guys, I don't know that any of these guys are. And unfortunately, there's an own goal.
You had to mention the nerves. Yeah. You had to mention the nerves.
I think it got him a little bit.
Yeah, that's going to be unfortunate right there for Cool Bags. But they still have time left. 33 seconds, still up by 1. Just got to hold the lead. And if you're a Dodo Birds fan, just need 1 more to tie the game up. Send it into overtime. 2 more to win in regulation.
Here's an opportunity for an open net. He's going to race down to it, get to it, push it out toward the middle. Way high, straight down. Ben puts it off the bar. Unbelievable. Cool Bags coming the other way. He's got an open net. He's going to throw it down. It's going to be a 5-3, Croc. 13 seconds left.
Everyone in the chat, everyone on the desk, and HUD behind the scenes all thought that ball was going in. What a fantastic save on the goal line by the Prelude defense, and able to turn it into a counterattack now with a 2-goal lead. Only 13 seconds remaining. Can the Dodo Birds tie it up, or will the Prelude erase the advantage from the Dodo Birds, possibly with another goal here? Not going to find its way through Ben. So it does look like the Dodo Birds will no longer have an advantage in this series. We're going into game 3, I guess, at a 1-1 tie in this best-of-7 matchup.
Yeah, that was a well-played game by both teams. I think the nerves got a little bit of each other. They were trying to push, make things happen, and unfortunately, this is what happens. So we have a 5-3. Prelude showed the Dodo Birds that we're here to play, and they're just gonna have to step up and get in their face a little bit.
Yeah, and I think everyone will have to agree with me when I say Cool Bags absolutely the MVP on the field for game number 1. Was everywhere, made 4 fantastic goals for the Prelude to help them get this first game win. 2 really good saves on the goal line, including that last-second save on Ben's good shot. But we can't fault the Dodo Birds too hard here. They played really good Rocket League. The last one, obviously, they overcommitted a little bit, but they were down by 1 with 15 seconds left. That's, you're in your do or die stage there. You can't really fault them for that. This is going to be a really good series coming up with the rest of the games.
Yeah, and I want to point out the Prelude had 12 shots on the game, as well as Dodo Birds had 6. So they need to get in their face a little bit more and take some of them shots away, and their shots attempt go the other way, and try to even up the shot attempts against each other. The more you put it on the net, the more opportunity you have to put it in. So Dodo Birds just need to speed it up a little bit and get their 50s off, and I think they'll make a great challenge this game.
Let's see if we're going to be having a sub here. It doesn't look like it. We have the same 4 players on the field. Increds and, I'm sorry. I forgot the other person's name. Wiki, I believe, or something like that. Will both remain non-playing for now. Ben with a good save early here in the first 10 seconds of the game. And now off the wall, down towards the goal line of Prelude. Coolbag's able to send it away. Can he get it by You Are Mortal? It looks like he will be able to. Disease can't quite get the shot by You Are Mortal. Good read on the aerial there. but demoed for his efforts while trying to get boost after that play. Coolbag's looking for the bump, can't find it. Disease overcommits on the shot attempt a little bit there, and now in an awkward position, Ben is gonna get an early goal here, and a gift at that. Merry Christmas. It came a little early for Ben here, gets the first goal of game number 2.
Yeah, UR Mortal was able to get a little speed and get out in front of that, and Ben was able to get up and pick it up and put it in. 1-0, 4:25 left, Croc.
Ben and Disease together on the kickoff will spill out to UR Mortal. Pass to himself off the wall. Coolbag's able to cut it out and bring it back to his corner for safekeeping. Starting a counterattack now, a 2v1. UR Mortal is going to be able to get back in time. A little bit of a near post rotation and some panic defense, but it works out this time. Pops it back out towards the half-field line, and now able to control it into his corner. Challenged by Coolbags, beats him on the challenge. UR Mortal looks like he's going to go for this. Not really sure where Ben is at the moment. Ben is going to be looking to come in and be involved in this play, but Coolbag sends it all the way to the backboard. Will Disease be able to shoot it? No. Great clear by UR Mortal. And at 3:45 left, it looks like UR Mortal has an opportunity. The double touch! And it's a highlight reel goal. 2-0 for the Dodo Birds.
Yeah, he gets up on that back wheel, gets the 360 off, and then pushes it in with that right front tire. Unbelievable goal. Nice shot. 2-0. 3:43 left, Croc.
You know, that's what some people you would call, you know, in the biz, calculated. Oh, and Coolbags might have a little bit of a calculated goal himself here. Passes it out center as he can't get around it for the shot off the kickoff. Disease is just going to pop it up. UR Mortal can't make contact on the aerial, so Ben comes in and takes it back towards the orange half of the field. Coolbags with a decent save, good control. Disease kind of takes it away from him, though. A little bit of panic on defense here. Ben gets the opportunity, finds the inside of the post once, finds it twice, finally gets into the back of the net. 3-0 for the Dodo Birds, and Prelude are struggling on their defensive half of the field right now.
Yeah, UR Mortal was able to get a nice 45 out of that corner and give it to Ben. He was able to stick it in onto the post and then put it up in the upper 90. 3-0, 3:18 left.
Now Coolbags is going to be retreating back. Opts to go all the way for boost, so UR Mortal will have a free hit on that ball. Disease credited with the save there on the near post. Ben finds another post, and the 50 is not going to find its way to the back of the net. Good save by Coolbags there. I thought that was going to go in for goal number 4. Let's see if Coolbags can start the counterattack here. Cut out by Ben. Disease now up in the corner. Ben is going to continue to just be all over this ball. Gets it into the center for UR Mortal. Slams it home. 4-0. Not even half of the game has ticked away yet. And the Dodo Birds have a dominant Game 2 performance so far.
Yeah, it looks like they're into their groove now, communicating well. Less double commits. They're popping off a little bit, Croc. So it's going to be 2-1. It looks like 2:47 left. As Disease is going to put this one in. Very nice shot.
Well, both members cheated very hard here. I thought that was very interesting to see. Ben goes right by the ball, and I think Disease, if the ball would have gone towards the orange half of the field, would have ended up driving by the ball too. Both players cheated very hard there. Disease ended up getting the favorable bounce, puts it in to cut the lead to 3. Now off of this kickoff, looks like UR Mortal will have the first touch. Coolbag's going to challenge early, does get the B on Mortal. So Ben has to come in, puts it off to the left side. Disease waiting back, is going to be able to defend that ball. Ben now needs to get out of the play, leave that for UR Mortal. Turns in, controls nicely, has the net open, and the hottest new Rocket League mechanic called the Bulldozer, for any of you who watch Rocket Sledge on YouTube, is put on full display here. Look at that beautiful Bulldozer move straight into the back of the net. 5-1 for the Dodo Birds.
I think Coolbags hit the shift key, or excuse me, keyboard shift key, but he was hit that whip over there. Couldn't get back around to it, and he was able to get by him. UR Mortal carries it in. It's a nice shot. As he's going to take this out of the backside here, Disease puts it off the wall. Coolbag's going to take a shot. Very close shot to the goal. UR Mortal's going to carry this out to the right-hand side. Tries to get a touch up over Disease. Disease puts it out into the middle. Ben's not going to challenge. He's going to wait for it to come back. Coolbag's over him off the back wall. And it looks like Disease is going to tell him, I got it. Into the box, it goes out to the right-hand side. Coolbag's going to beat him to this. UR Mortal's Ben's going to have to make a touch here. Pinch down toward the middle. Disease puts this back in. Yeah, both these teams, they're finding their rhythm. So it's going to be a tight series. This 5-1 doesn't mean nothing. You got a lot more games to play as the ball goes out toward the middle here. Ben's racing to get to it. He's going to beat Disease to it. Puts it down. 6-1, 137 left, Croc.
Yeah, I hope you have plenty of hats left, chat, because we have now seen 3 hat tricks come across so far. Cool Bags in game 1 with a hat trick, and now Ben secures his in game number 2. You are mortal with 3 goals before that. This is an offensive shootout. But Strut, tell me, what do you think Prelude's keys to coming back in this game and really taking the momentum into game 3 are? Do they need to play heavier defense? Do they need to be a little bit speedier on offense? What do you think they need to do?
Uh, Ball control. Right now, they've lost a lot of ball control. They're giving it away to the blue team too easy, and they're not able to get back, obviously, because they're getting beat going back the other way. As Ben's going to throw this one down. It's 7-1. The Brazil is in effect, and 116 left, Croc.
So the Brazil is in effect. Do you think it holds, chat, for a minute and 16 seconds? In a minute and 16 seconds, after the offensive bonanza we have had in game number 2, do we think the Brazil holds? 1's in chat for yes, 2's in chat for no. I personally don't think it's going to hold. I think we're going to see at least 2 more goals here in the next 70 seconds. Ben centers it out for You Are Mortal. Disease able to send it all the way across to the far wall. Now pops it out center for Cool Bags. Cool Bags coming up for the aerial. Great defensive play by You Are Mortal. Sends it out of harm's way. Ben on the counterattack. Not a lot of boost. Can't get back to it in time. So Cool Bag should have first touch. Misreads it on the wall. Ben can't get it centered out. Disease clears it away. And Prelude can take a sigh of relief. But not for too long, as You Are Mortal now has an opportunity. As ball squeaks out center. And now Disease with the open net. That will be secured. The Brazil does not hold true. Sorry, Duck of the Pond. But you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
We have the Barca now, right?
Yeah, they need to score. Is that 8 or 9? I can't remember. I forget what everybody calls it. 8-2, 8-2, 8-2. Let's see. You Are Mortal here. Does get it out to the right side. Should have an uncontested touch. Off the backboard, Ben ready to read it. Coming in for the shot on the near post, but Cool Bag sends it away. Not going to be able to read that one off the wall, so Disease comes in to finish the job. Ben now rotating near post, probably making his teammate awkward. You Are Mortal able to get the ball hit off the bump and challenge now. Ball going back towards the orange half. 7 seconds to secure the Barca. Is it going to happen? You Are Mortal doing donuts. Man, now I'm a little hungry. Can they keep the ball alive? Into the bevel it goes. No, it just hits the wall and bounces to the ground. No Brazil, no Barca. Just a clean 7-2 win for the Dodo Birds, coming out with a dominant performance after that game 1 was so even. And You Are Mortal just flying around the field, did really well. But I will have to say, I think even though You Are Mortal got more points, I think Ben was my MVP that game. Made some more of the earlier goals to really help start the process. And I think just played overall better in the midfield, a lot less panicky. That's only humble caster's opinion.
Yeah, both teams played really well. Ben definitely had the ball control, and he was able to make Immortal that much better offensively by putting it in the places they needed to be to throw it down. Prelude needed to step it up. They need to get in their face, get the challenges. The problem is they're allowing Ben to take too much ball control, and he's able to get it by him and throw it. And then, You Are Mortal is able to throw it down. So, game what is this? Game 4 coming?
Technically, game 3, virtually game 4. We'll call it game 4. We'll say that was game 3 because now the Dodo Birds have a 2-1 series lead. It's only the 3rd game we've been able to watch, but it's technically game 4. A little confusing for those of you at home. If you ever get confused, ask us. We will update you on what the series standings are. But I will say, sounds like we have a unanimous caster vote on that game. We've got the Ben VP, as chat has been referring to it. Let's see if he can keep it up for game number 4. Or will Prelude come out strong again? Cool Bag's MVP of the first game that we were able to watch and had a dominant performance in that game. 4 goals all to himself. What do you expect to happen this game, Strut? Not necessarily for the rest of the series, but just for this game.
I expect the orange team's going to play a little bit more with a little more purpose. I think they need to clean up their ball touches and try to get some passing plays off each other. As he goes right around Disease. Disease was just being trying to be too quick. So therefore, the guy was able to dribble around him. If he would have waited on him, he could have just met him there where he needed to. As Disease is going to try to get this clear out, Coolback puts it in the corner. Ben takes control of it again. Disease is on the back wall. He's going to try to make a touch here as Immortal comes in. It's very close. And this is where we need to get a demo play in and get a goal going. But There we go. Yeah. Yes. See, they're working at it, so it's going to happen. So it's going to be
They've
a
got
lot
us
tighter
on in the
game.
background. That was a really good prediction. Yeah, just go for the demo, get the goal. All of a sudden, here he comes right out of the side camera view. Good opportunity, but the game remains scoreless here in the first 60 seconds. Moving on into the blue half, Disease tries to get it out center. Coolbacks commits on the shot when there was no shot to be had. So Ben gets a pretty free goal, slots it into the bottom left. 1-0 for the Dodo Birds.
Yeah, that's just a bit of an over aggressiveness. Gets caught out. Ben's able to get it down. A guy who can dribble like that puts it in 1-0. 3:46 left. A lot tighter this time. So there's a long game to play here.
Yeah, and I do have to say, like, these guys do have really good ball control for Contender. I know Contender is a little bit different than what a lot of you guys are used to. Contender in 2s is definitely not the same as Contender in 3s, as You Are Mortal puts in another free goal there. The net's just kind of sitting open right now, unfortunately, for Prelude. They got to kind of clean it up. But, they have really good ball control for being labeled as Contender, and what most people in RSC are used to seeing as the Contender tier.
Yeah, I think that it's a little bit spread more open because of the players not being there's not as many players, so you're kind of seeing a little bit higher than normal than the 3s. But not to take anything away from these guys, they all play well. So I mean, they're showing us why they belong in the finals.
That they are. Ben going for another demo there. Not going to be able to find Coolbags on the line, so Coolbags able to dribble it. Look at that dribble. Keeps the ball on top of his car. Doesn't quite get the flick, but does get the demo on You Are Mortal. So it's going to make this attack pretty tough for Ben, but he does have an opportunity on the wall. Can he get it coming down? No. Coolbags clears it away. Beats one, can't beat two. You Are Mortal sends it back down into the orange corner. Disease centers it out, but Ben is going to be there trying to send it back. Kind of just pops up awkwardly, and so Coolbags has an opportunity to find Disease in the center, gets the shot opportunity, but Ben is there. Doesn't get credited with the save, but a great defensive play by Ben to keep that ball from going into the back of the net.
Yeah, Coolbag's going to take this and go off and try to get another touch over Ben. He puts it up. Immortal's able to make a nice touch outside. Coolbags may try to turn on this. Now Disease is going to come over and push it off the wall. He's going to be a 50 in the middle here with Ben. He gets it by him. It's on the back wall. It's close. Disease tries to put it in. It's off the top. Immortal's coming the other way with no defense, and unfortunately for the orange team, this is going to go on the back wall. Disease is going to be able to make a touch. Here comes Ben with a power shot. Comes off. He touches that a little bit. Disease got an open net. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to put it on. No 50 there. Disease is going to chase this into the corner, pick up the boost. And we had a double demo there. Here it comes back toward the box. And You Are Mortal is going to get 50. Gets it by him up against the wall. It's just fortunate right now for the orange that they're not able to put it in. But this is definitely a much tighter game, Croc.
I would have to agree. Definitely a much tighter game. Prelude is shaped up since the early opening minutes of this game, where they were kind of lackadaisical on the defensive half of their field. They're playing a little bit speedier. They're not letting the ball control from the Dodo Birds show out too hard right now. And they have to be careful, because if the Dodo Birds win this game, they will be in a 3-1 situation, which is definitely not the situation you want to be in if you're Prelude. Trying to tie the series up 2-2. Coolbags is going to try and do just that. What a pop over the center of the box. Unfortunately, Disease just a little too close to read the aerial. Has to chase it around to the other side. Ben gets the 50 and the demo and the bump on Disease, so You Are Mortal should have a free touch. Ben in the center waiting for the pass. Mortal gets it out. Ben coming in for the shot. Finds the crossbar. And then the 50 from You Are Mortal and Coolbags. And the Dodo Birds are held to a 2-goal lead. What pressure, though.
Yeah, Ben is a crossbar hero in this series. He's hit it 4 or 5 times. As Coolbags plays this back to the right-hand corner. Unfortunately, he gets by through the box. He makes a demo. It's an interesting demo. Disease is going to try to put this over You Are Mortal. They're just putting a lot of pressure on. They just need to try to get this ball in the hole. You know what I'm saying, Croc?
Yeah, they're doing really well, though. They just can't seem to get it past that goal line. Now Ben is on the counterattack. I thought he was about to just absolutely ball Disease there. I'll be honest. It looked like I saw the look in his eyes. He had it. And now a great defensive play from Prelude on the goal line. They are going to end up losing this game, but there is no reason they should be hanging their heads after it. This game was a lot closer than the scoreline shows. Definitely going to have to continue to give the MVP to Ben here. just an absolute animal on the offensive pressure this game. And Prelude, man, it's hard not to give MVP to one of the Prelude players for the defensive stands they made. Only one save credited, but at least 4 saves, in my opinion, that just weren't credited because game physics and the game engine and whatnot. But I'm going to have to give my official MVP to Ben for game number 4. Dodo Birds do go up in the series 3-1. And for those of you in chat that may still be wondering, yes, this is a low to mid diamond tier. We will be looking at Premier after this, which is our SSL tier, in case people are still confused.
Yeah, that was a really well played game. I mean, if you notice the shots, 5 shots for the Dodo Birds, 2 shots for the Prelude. Both teams were in each other's face and not allowing any angles to come at the goal, which is a huge part of the defense that both teams were playing. So well fought by both teams. Dodo Birds, congratulations on the 2-0, and you're on match point.
Match point is scary for Prelude, but honestly, that's not what you can be thinking about if you are a Prelude player right now. You came out in the first game that we watched. You've already shown me, you, and all of chat that you have the ability to compete with this team. Show it again. You can come back and tie the series up 3-3. Give us the game 7 that we want. This is playoffs, baby. We want to see it come right down to the wire. Let's get these players back on the field. Let's all get a little bit of, an alarm clock going off for Prelude. See if they can wake up and not start the first minute to minute and a half of the game a little slow and sluggish like they did this game. 5 minutes on the clock, and the kickoff is underway.
Disease takes control, pushes it over to your Immortal. You don't puts it up toward the ceiling. He's going to be able to he tried to get another touch. Coolbat's got a difficult touch coming out of the corner. Ben's going to, he got it by him. It's down to the other side into the blue half. Disease is racing down to put pressure on. He's actually going to beat Immortal to this. You are Immortal, not Immortal. Ben's going to push this out to the other side. Disease needed a challenge right there. Coolbat's going to have to make a touch off the back wall. Comes out in front. Disease is a little bit late to the bump. Tries to bump Ben. Coolbag's got to make a touch here. It's out toward the box. There's no shooter, though. 4:23 left, Croc. Both teams have settled in, and I think you're going to see a barn burner in this game. I would say Prelude 2-1.
Prelude 2-1. You got the official prediction coming in from Strut. I'll be honest. I think Dodo Birds are going to take it. I want to believe in Prelude, but the Dodo Birds have just been so dominant that it's hard not to give them the win in this game and the series. Ben here off the wall. Good opportunity to make a play to the middle. Just can't quite read it off the wall. Coolbag sending it back the other way. He has the double off of the touch. What a goal there. And that's going to be a clip possibly for Coolbags. Gets a nice pop off the wall. You Are Mortal can't quite handle it. And the dunk. 1-0 for Prelude.
Yeah, You Are Mortal got a little bit awkward back there in that corner, and he wasn't able to make the touch. Probably should have just, I don't know what button it is for you controller players, but probably popped it up in the air and tried to get it away from Coolbag, but he wasn't able to. As this was going to get pushed in, unfortunately, they just gave it back. 3:43-1-1.
Yeah, this really good patience and just, You Are Mortal comes in. He knows how much time he has. He sees the guy spawn on his right side. He sees Coolbags miss the ball. He knows all he has to do is simply jump into this ball and not miss the net. Doesn't try to do a weird flip, doesn't try to do a flashy mechanic, just scores the ball when he needs to, ties the game up, gets the Dodo Birds back into the game. Great play when people like to go for flashy mechanics on those more open nets.
They got a shot coming toward the box. Disease is going to push this out toward the right-hand side. He's going to be able to get a pop back toward the box. Coolbags is up. Ben's going to make a touch over to the right-hand side. Tries to get a double on it. He's got to come in. He's going to put it into strike. 2-1. 3:15 left, Croc. Much different game.
Much different game so far, but it is still anybody's game. 2-1. This is the scoreline you were calling for Prelude. If it goes scoreless for 3:15, you will be correct. I don't think that's going to be the case. Let's see what happens here as You Are Mortal fakes the kickoff. Not sure if that was on purpose or if you just kind of spun out a little bit. Disease takes an early shot. Great save by Ben. Should be able to play this off of the wall. Comes down, tries to control it. Little awkward for him. Does hit the backflip, and Disease sends it back going the other way. Looking for his teammate in the center. Can he get it to Coolbags? No, Coolbags actually cheats in, so Disease passes it to nobody. The counterattack from Ben can't get around the ball and shoot it. They do still have pressure, but Coolbags is going to do his best to clear it out. Off the back wall, You Are Mortal takes advantage of the double commit, calms down, bulldozes it in.
Really nice shot. Yeah, he wasn't able to make the touch he needed to make. Cool Bags put it down in front, and UR Mortal just bulldozes it in. 2-2, 2:43 left.
This is a very close game so far. You know, I will have to say, I think UR Mortal has the most composure out of the 4 players on the field right now. He knows when to slow down. He doesn't feel rushed, but he also seems to go fast when he needs to. I still think Ben deserves the 2 MVPs that we gave him for the games, but I still think Immortal might be the most, or Immortal, Mortal might be the most composed player on the field.
Disease gets hammered right there. Cool Bad's gonna have to make a 50. Pushes it down into the blue half, into the right corner. Ben's kind of awkward right here. He's gonna try to 50 with it. It goes out toward the middle. Disease can't make a touch on this. Excuse me. He's gonna have to go back. An unfortunate miss by UR Mortal. He's gonna push it up the wall. Ben's gonna try to 50 him off here. Excuse me. Nice offensive play. Croc, I gotta clear my throat.
Go ahead. UR Mortal able to get it down into the orange half. Ben chasing it down, but Disease clears it away. Disease will get a second touch here, controls the ball. Good control there, but challenged by UR Mortal. Coolbag's a little awkward, so UR Mortal may have an opportunity here. Let's control the ball out to the sidewall, pops it up, beats one. Ben will probably come in here, but it looks like he's taking a sweet time. UR Mortal gets the demo. Ben coming in still super late. The bump out by UR Mortal. Ben taking his time. Can he get the goal? No, but the pass over to UR Mortal finds the crossbar, and it comes down and out.
Wow, that was
Prelude
amazing.
takes a sigh of
That was
relief.
crazy.
That was nuts.
He's going to get this out back toward the box. I don't know if he can get over Ben. Ben pushes it out toward the right-hand side. Coolbag's going to push this back toward the goal. It's out in front of the box again. Does he need to turn? He didn't get a turn, and Immortal gets pushed off of it. Coolbag's going to take control of this. He's going to have to get this around. Immortal pushes it past Ben. He's got an open net if he can get there. He pushes it out. Gets pushed back into the orange side. Immortal's going to have a 50 coming out toward the middle. Ben's going to take a shot right here. It's high off the top of the crossbar. It wasn't crack crossbar. Comes down. Coolbag's going to take control. Gets hammered in the middle. Disease takes a shot. It's out toward the right-hand side. We got a Coolbag's going to come up from being demoed. Gets it over him. Disease's got to make a play here. He's got to watch out for that demo. Comes up out the right-hand side. He has room to work with. He needs to dribble this out. Tries to get it past Immortal. Can he get it past him? Nice 50 onto the corner. They've really settled down, Crockett. They know it's do or die here.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. 2-2. Coolbags up off the back wall. Disease not overcommitting. Great job there. Good patience. UR Mortal tries to center it out for Ben. Ben backwards, so Disease is going to take it. Gets the flip reset. That's a contender flip reset, ladies and gentlemen. You saw it here first. Now Disease on the defensive half of the field. Not going to be able to get contact on the ball, but UR Mortal sends it way across. Clock ticking down. Final 5 seconds of the game. Pressure for the Dodo Birds. Disease clears it away. Can they get their counterattack? The ball will stay alive on the wall at the 0-second mark. Coolbags is there. Touches the ground. Overtime.
Game 6, here we are. They're going to kick off here. Almost gets by him. The cheat works. Coolbag's going to pick up the 100 boost. Looks like Disease got the 100 boost coming back the other way. It's out toward the right-hand side. Coolbag's going to make another touch toward the middle. Disease waiting back. Immortal's going to be able to make a touch on this. Disease's got to come up at 50 and put it back into the box. Let's hold the pressure here. Immortal, but Disease almost takes a shot. Coolbag's got to take control here. Puts it up against the wall. Ben's got to make a, Immortal makes a really nice touch out toward the middle. Disease is going to have to slow this down. That was a really nice 50 play by Disease. He was able to get that out into the middle where it usually goes back toward the other goal when that happened. Looks like Immortal's going to take control. Gets home, tries to get a flip. Flips into it. Disease got plenty of time here. He's going to try to push this down the right-hand side. He's going to push it up toward the box. Box comes in. Ben gets out. Disease got to race back. He's going to be able to 50 him out. He gets it by him. Oh, unfortunately, there it is. Immortal's able to. He just stopped that ball right there, Croc. That was an unbelievable play and carry.
Absolutely unbelievable, and it is official. Your contender champions for the inaugural season of the RSC 2s League. The Dodo Birds, representing the Birdcage. Increds did not get to make an appearance, but I can bet you he is grinning from the sidelines. Very proud of his contender team. Ben taking the, in my opinion, the series MVP. UR Mortal takes MVP for that game for me, but Ben, the series MVP, in my opinion. Great games, taking the series 4-1.